We've got some interesting stories today, so let's jump right into them. The first story of the day, well, actually both stories really, are about the Galaxy S21 series of phones. Most likely probably the Galaxy S21 Ultra on both of these. The first one comes from a tweet from Ross Young, who I've had on my channel before. He says, this article, which is from Tom's Guide, as you can see down below, says the article says 6.8-inch display, 144 hertz on the Ultra, and asks about LTPO, which is screen technology. Ross Young confirms we can confirm LTPO as well as a 6.8-inch display. We think 120 hertz with one other exciting feature, and I'm assuming he's talking about the display. I agree. I don't think you're going to see 144 hertz refresh rate on the new Galaxy S21 Ultra. That's basically, if you're not sure what that means, the refresh rate, it just makes everything on the phone seem like really smooth and fluid and just beautiful and fast. That's really what it does. So 144 would have more of that feeling over 120. A lot, probably not a ton, but definitely something. So I agree with him. I don't personally know, but from what I've heard and what I think 120 hertz is going to be where it's at. The other thing on that, like I've said before, if you haven't heard me say it, 120 hertz should run at WQHD plus, which is basically a 2K plus resolution. We didn't get that this year with the Note 20 or the S20 series of phones. We should get it with the S21 Ultra phone. As far as that extra feature, I don't know what it could be. If they're not talking about an S Pen, which I'll talk about in the next story, I can't imagine what it would be. I guess I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you think that's, if it's not an S Pen, this special feature that's on the display of some sort, what do you think it is? Last story of the day could signal the end of the Galaxy Note series of phones. If not this year or next year, then the year after, probably, most likely. And this tweet comes from Chun. Chun says S21 Ultra S Pen, as I heard for now, is basically a Galaxy Note 8 S Pen plus bigger size, 9 millisecond delay, and sells separately. So let's break down that tweet a little bit. He's saying that the S21 Ultra will have S Pen support. It won't come with one, but it will have the capability of using an S Pen with it. He also mentions that the size of the pen seemingly is bigger, it sounds like is what he's saying. I'm assuming. I don't think he means the phone's bigger. The S Pen's bigger than, it's going to be similar to what the Note 8 is and looks like, that S Pen, but it's going to be bigger, it sounds like, which you can see on the screen. This is what the Note 8 S Pen looks like. So there you go. He also mentions the 9 millisecond delay. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same delay that you get with the Note 20 Ultra phone. So, very rapid and fast when writing, when you're getting on there. It recognizes, it feels just like you're writing on a piece of paper. It doesn't feel like you're, writing on a screen and there's some kind of delay. It feels like there's basically no delay when you write on the display. The other part of that he's saying is that they're going to sell it separately. So if you want the S Pen with the Galaxy S21 series of phones, you're going to have to buy it separately. Obviously, it won't be housed inside the phone, especially if they're selling it separately. So that goes back to the fact, where would you put it? And I would think, and I've said it before, Samsung must be making cases specifically for the S21 Ultra that also have an S Pen compartment. It's got to be, unless it magnetically attaches to the back, but still, you would need some kind of case, most likely, because, or cases would have to be made so it has that feature, so in case you do buy an S Pen. And that's why I'll leave. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 and the new app from Sony PlayStation that has rolled out to Android phones, and it brings with it a bunch of new features and integrates even more. So let's talk about what it comes with. As you can see from their headline, introducing the new PlayStation app redesigned to enhance your gaming experiences on PS4 and PS5. And they've listed out the key new updated features in here. First one is updated user interface. The first thing you'll notice is the sleek new user interface or the redesigned PlayStation app. The new home screen lets you quickly see what your friends are playing and access details about your recently played games, including your trophy list. Messages integration is in here now for a unified experience. PlayStation Messages app feature will now be integrated into the PlayStation app, so you can seamlessly message your friends all in one place as part of this integration. PlayStation Messages will no longer be available as a standalone app. Your existing messages and threads in PlayStation Messages will be carried over to the updated PlayStation app. So that's good. That used to be a separate app from the PlayStation app, and now everything's just going to be in the PlayStation app. Voice chat and party groups. You can now create party groups from PlayStation app and voice chat with up to 15 other friends through your mobile phone. Also, a note to fans, PlayStation team is looking into your feedback around the parties changes introduced in the PS4 System Update 8. There are no updates to share today, but thanks for speaking about your concerns. We're listening and evaluating. So now you're going to be able to talk directly into your PlayStation app with your phone, with your friends, and create groups and things like that. Natively integrate PlayStation Store and remote downloads. The new PlayStation Store experience enables fast and smooth shopping and browsing with the ability to remotely download games and add-ons directly to your PS4 and PS5. New features for PlayStation 5 on PS5 Rise. You'll be able to remotely launch games, manage storage on your console if you run out of space while downloading a game, and quickly sign into PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation app. Also, all the latest PlayStation news will be inside of this app. So really, really nice update to this app. So check your updates and things to see if it's already out there. If it is, you're good to go. Otherwise, just wait for it to come to your app, your phone, and you'll be good to go that way as well. Next up is about the release dates for the Galaxy Z Flip 2, which should be really the third one, but they're gonna probably call it the 2. And then also the Galaxy S21 release date. We know that it's been rumored to be January, but might come out earlier than that. Let's talk about this. So the first tweet comes from Ross Young, who says the Z Flip 2 will not be launched with the Galaxy S21, but it will be launched in the spring. And he's talking spring of 2021. And he said, I am impressed with the upgrades it will get. So you're looking at the Galaxy Z Flip 2 coming out in spring of 2021, so which ends up being pretty far away. You're looking at another 6 to 8 months from now that it would be released. Not a big deal to me. I probably won't purchase it. It doesn't matter what they throw in it. Probably still wouldn't get it, but for the people that are interested in it, you're probably looking at another 6 to 8 months before the new one is released. Now, what about the Galaxy S21? He has another one because someone asked him, S21 when? And he put hearing December for Galaxy S21, which I'm going to say he's probably wrong in that. I would hope. I don't hope he's wrong, but I would hope Samsung wouldn't do that. It's pretty crazy. That would mean they released the S20, the Note 20, all in the same year, and the S21 all in the same year. That's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. I would think it's still probably going to be in that January, maybe even February. A friend of mine mentioned February. He mentioned 2/1/21, which would be the same as Galaxy S21. That makes total sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't imagine they're going to release it in December. If they do, it's wild. It's really wild. Let me know what you guys think. And the last story of the day has to do with the Galaxy S21 and the S Pen. We talked about yesterday, if you saw my news show where we talked about the latest coming out about that, is that it's going to look very similar, the S Pen itself, to the Galaxy Note 8, and probably same in functionality as well. In this latest rumor, goes in line with that. And this comes from not DJ Co, saying Galaxy S21 Ultra Pen, S Pen will lose some camera functionality as the S Pen may not support Bluetooth. And what he means by that is, if you've had the last couple of Galaxy Note phones, there's a button on there, because there's Bluetooth, that acts as a shutter button for your camera when you're in there. And you can also do all the crazy whatever things with it. You're holding your phone out here, and you want to take a selfie, just press the button and it'll do that. That's a great feature, but he's saying that it probably won't have Bluetooth functionality. And it makes sense, because if you think about it, the pen would need to be charged in order for that function and that ability of Bluetooth to be in the pen to work. And from all the renders we've seen, there's no S Pen input on the Galaxy S21. So you'd have to input it into a case or carry it in your pocket. So that makes sense, and I would probably guarantee, if we're going to get the S Pen with the Galaxy S21 Ultra, you're not going to get a Bluetooth, functionality in there, and you're not going to get it inputted into the phone. It's going to be in a case or something like that. Now, they could still have Bluetooth in there and have it charge wirelessly on the back of the phone. They could do something like that, but it doesn't sound like they're going to do that, at least this year, with the S Pen support on the Galaxy S21 Ultra. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about a flagship Pixel phone. Now, this is a huge rumor in terms of it probably isn't true, but I just wanted to talk about it because there is no real true flagship Pixel phone this year, but there might be next year. Now, this tweet comes from Max Weinbach, who says, "This is the biggest rumor I've heard in ages, and I mean, this is an unsubstantiated rumor I've heard from like 2 people, so absolutely don't believe it." But apparently there's a true flagship Pixel coming out in March of 2021. Again, unsubstantiated rumor. Now, again, he's saying it probably doesn't come true, but still, it is something to think about. And I'm gonna pass this back to you. What does Pixel need to do to create a true flagship phone that would make you even think about getting it? Or would you never think about getting it? I think it's, do they need it? I honestly don't think they need this type of phone at this point, because of the fact that I think they're better off in this mid-tier range of pricing and phones and all that. But let me know what you think. Next up, we spoke about it the other day. The Galaxy Z Fold 2 got an update pushed out to it. It's got another update coming out right now that's rolling out all throughout the world. It is the November security update, so Samsung's like right on it at this point, catching up after not getting an update for a while. We're now getting some updates for the Galaxy Z Fold 2. I don't currently have it. I checked already, but who knows, by the time this video comes out or the next day or the day after, you might have it. And when it does roll out, I'll probably let you guys know again, but still, there is another update coming out very, very shortly, or it might already be out where you are. We talked about it yesterday where the Galaxy S21 might get an earlier release date, earlier than January. Ross Young said he's heard December of 2020, which is so early and crazy. But it looks like it's still, again, and it doesn't surprise me. I would think it's going to be January anyway, but still, this is a tweet from Not DJ Co, who says, confirmed from multiple sources, S21 series won't launch in December. It will launch at next year. So again, January 2021, Galaxy S21 series of phones. That seems like the track that it's going on, and that seems like it's what's going to end up happening. It's what basically everybody is saying at this point. Last story of the day is potentially wild, crazy, and fun. A new Galaxy device. It could be Galaxy Z Fold 3, but probably not. But some kind of Z Fold that potentially will come out, and it folds multiple times, and it can be, and it has, I should say, a sliding out keyboard. This thing is wild. Check these renders out. Now, these renders come from Let's Go Digital. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. This is what the renders look like right here's a look at all of it closed up, and then kind of unfolded a little bit with the slide out keyboard. I'll admit, I don't think I want a slide out keyboard. I can't even imagine when you're walking around how you would hold that and it would stay steady and not be floppy. I mean, I don't know, maybe it'd be amazing. There are double hinges in this so that you can unfold it multiple times, but it's just kind of a wild design. Here it is with, the keyboard pushed in and it kind of pretty much open, but you can still see the 3 screens to it, or whatever you want to call it, the 3 folds on there. Here's a closer look at it with the keyboard. I don't know, it just seems like like you can use one side as a stand, and then you get the dual screens in front of you, and then you have the slide out keyboard. It just seems like a lot going on. But I can see like how a business person or a person that had a BlackBerry would absolutely love this. Here it is completely folded up, and this thing looks like a tall beast. It looks so tall and thick. Imagine that thing in your pocket. Whoa. Here's another angle how you could use it. Pretty much all folded up except for the, one of the screens popped up in front of you with the keyboard. Obviously, I'm in a different place. I'm actually in Connecticut right now. I'm visiting my family for a little Halloween fun, if you want to call it that. And so I'll be here for a little bit of time, and then I'll be headed back to San Diego. But let's jump into the news. First story of the day is about Galaxy Buds. They come out with a new pair every single year, and this upcoming January potentially will be no different. The latest coming out is that the Galaxy Buds will potentially be called Galaxy Buds Beyond. And we heard before they might be called Sound, Galaxy Buds Sound. The latest name that's coming out of Europe right now is Galaxy Buds Beyond. So that's what it potentially could be. What happened to the Galaxy Buds Sound? Will that be a different product, or maybe they're just going to use Beyond? I don't know. I don't mind the name of the product if it's Galaxy Buds Beyond. Like beyond what? Beyond anything comparable? Beyond who knows, beyond amazing. Who knows? We'll see what happens with these, but what do you guys think about the name? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy Z Flip 3 or Z Flip 2, whatever they end up calling it. It'll be the third one they release because they had the Galaxy Z Flip, then they had the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, and now they'll have either the Galaxy Z Flip 2 or the Z Flip 3, or again, whatever they end up calling it. Now, these are very, very preliminary specs. This could be completely wrong. It could be right. It could change. So it's just getting the conversation started with these new specs. So let's talk about it. This tweet comes from Not DJ Co, who's saying that the size of the Z Flip 3 display will either be 6.9 or 7 inches. So much, much bigger than what we've seen thus far on the previous Z Flips. Snapdragon 875, which is going to be a very welcome addition to a lot of people. Same camera as the Z Fold 2, or so he thinks. A tougher under-display camera, which I don't know if he means under-display camera or glass. Display like the Moto Razr 5G. At least the outer display will be. First half of a launch event, which is what we've heard, which would be probably spring of 2021. 120 hertz LTPO display, which they've used 60 hertz in the past few editions of these. So some nice things going on with the Z Flip 3 thus far. Again, probably still not a phone that I want. It just opening and closing isn't really a big thing to me. I don't think it fixes a problem or anything like that. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, a Galaxy Z Fold 2 version, Aston Martin style. Now, this is only coming out in China, so don't get your hopes up too much if you live in another place in the world. And these photos are leaked out from Ice Universe, which he probably got somewhere else. But ultimately, this is the box that it comes in, Galaxy Z Fold 2, and you get a Galaxy Watch 3 as well inside the box, and it's designed after the Aston Martin car. You also get a hat, and I believe it's a t-shirt, a case, all of that within here. Looks like the shirt's I don't know, some kind of polo, or yeah, it's like a polo shirt, I guess. The phone comes in black. You get a black and white hat. You get some kind of partner team card. You get the Galaxy Watch. You get a Aston Martin orange case. And I'm not sure on the price. I'm assuming it's probably going to be fairly expensive. But if you're an Aston Martin fan, you can get this. You can get this version again in China, and I don't know, pretty cool. I like when they come out with these designer Galaxy devices. And the last story of the day about the Galaxy S21. You know, we've been hearing rumors that this phone's going to come out in January, and we have some proof that it's going to. We've seen renders, and you know, it's earlier than what it usually comes out. It usually comes out in March or like late February. This one's actually going to come out in January, so it seems. And here's what the tweet says. This tweet originally comes from Ice Universe, who says, "These are indications that the Galaxy S21 series will be released earlier than in previous years. For example, manufacturers of mobile phone protective cases have already completed the protective cases, and it has not been November, much earlier than before." And you know, some of these cases, you know, if they're not brand names seemingly, but their cases are already being created for the Galaxy S21 or S30, whatever they end up being called. And then below that, Ross Young also tweeted back to Ice Universe saying, "We are now hearing production from mid-December, so a December launch looks unlikely. My guess would be right before or right after CES, which again is in January." So there you guys go. Everything's lining up to be a January release for the Galaxy S21. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, what do you think that's going to happen as the official release date for the Galaxy S21? Let me know in the comments down below your guess. My guess is January 22nd. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.